we've been rejected at 786, 702. Let's see what happens here. But the trade is clear here. Once you clear something like $15.40, you are continuing to the upside. And then if you continue getting rejected right here, probably we're going to come down to these lows that we had here, something like $12. And then we will take it from there, right? So welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another ICP Internet Computer Update. We want to take a look at the ICP price chart one more time. As you saw at the beginning of the video, that clip which is from a video that I posted a day ago on the channel, explaining exactly what we wanted to see on the ICP price chart, and the trade was clear as we were talking about them, right? So the question now remains, what is going to happen next now that we have one of the conditions satisfied that we wanted to see on the price chart? So we want to talk about that, but before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It just helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for ICP Internet Computer Updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I would encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on ICP and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. And without me further running my mouth too much, let's get back into the price. And you can see here on a daily time frame, we still have our week of accumulation pattern still intact, really good. And our next price target, let me just say this from the very beginning, is something like $23 thereabout. This is where I see the price going. So I am actually bullish on ICP, but the question remains here, what is exactly happening right in this moment, right? So let's quickly take a look at it from a 1 hourly time frame and just read some of the things that we talked about. We were looking at the Fibonacci adjustment levels right here, saying that, you know what, this crash is familiar. We took a look at examples across the whole market, and we were saying that there is a high likelihood that if we fail to break and close about something like $15.40, we were going to get rejected and even set a new low compared to the $12 that we had then, and that's exactly what happened, right? So now the question is, are any support levels coming in the immediate short term right here? Where exactly are we looking? One can easily say, you know, this is a support level right here. As you can see, you know, there is something, and you can see the price already trying to bounce off of that level. But let's quickly take a look and see if that is actually a very strong support there. So, you know, let's go ahead and grab our Fibonacci adjustment 2 from the very top right here, and then we measure the rally that we had right up until the peak, right? We reached that price. I can remember we were predicting that we were going to go to $16 when we were right here, and that's exactly what also happened. So congratulations one more time to everybody who was involved there. But what we see right here is that we came super close to the 0.618 Fibonacci adjustment level here, which is usually a common suspect. Yes, that is okay. So that was something like $11.50. But the thing is, we really didn't even get there, right? Now, do I think this is the support that we needed to bounce back, heading back to something like $23? Honestly, in as much as I am bullish on ICP, I don't think that is the case. I think, yes, we are going to have a relief bounce right here. But then again, we are still going to pull down a little bit wider. So I'm going to show you those exact levels that I'm thinking about and why I actually think that way, right? So obviously we can talk about it in the comment section. Feel free to point out what you want to say, right? Just, you know, don't be mean, right? So, you know, according to our work of accumulation pattern right here, you can see that, yeah, the honest truth is we are stuck in between you know, a range basically, and this level right here is usually called the down money zone, because you are just in the middle of nowhere, to be honest, right? So this is your resistance here, this is a support level right here, you are just in the middle of that. What action do you usually take from there? Smart people or smart money, let me just say, they really don't take any action, right? You want to be risky, okay, you can go ahead and try it, but I'm just saying from experience, this level right here is usually a no trade zone. So yeah, we may have a relief bounce, as I said already, but then again, I still expect the price to crash to the downside a little bit more, right? Now, when I say a little bit more, yeah, I'm not talking about something like 5%. I actually expect something like 20% to happen, right? Obviously, that doesn't sound realistic, or to some people at the moment. But then again, as I always say, 20% is nothing in crypto. This is something that you should expect time and again. And again, we would have still satisfied the conditions of the week of accumulation pattern right here. So this drop of something like 20% would actually be taking the price to something like, you know, $10, or maybe the upper $9, you know, $9.90, $9.80, thereabout. This is where I see, yeah, the price being supported in the best case scenario, right? Just back testing that level. As I said already, we may have a relief bounce in the immediate short term. And then, you know, again, the 20% is really hard to stomach. I understand that, I have been there before, but then again, this is something that I just learned to live with in this market. But really, let me also make this very clear. As a chart analyst right here, there are some things that I'm seeing, right? And according to those conditions, I am behaving, right? No matter if they are bad for the market or good for the market, right? I choose what is good for my own money and my own pocket. So I kind of set some conditions that, you know, if this happens, then the action is this one, right? So yes, I've presented exactly what I expect the price to do in the immediate short term. These are the conditions, but also I could be wrong, right? And I need to still make money in this market, right? So the next logical move here to do is to say, all right, what if I am wrong? What are the conditions that I'm going to be looking to say, or to tell myself that, you know what, I was wrong about this first analysis, right? Because really, that's just what happens in this market. There is no one who is 100%, right? So you have to adjust your risk, and then you have to also have alternative solutions here. So I want to quickly show you here what exactly is going to invalidate that bearish case scenario that we were just talking about, right? So this is the Bitcoin price that here on a 1 hourly time frame, and you can see the crash that we have discussed. To like a full extension here on the channel, saying that, you know what, all we need to see here to invalidate all the bearish case scenarios is a break and close above something like $44,800. It's as simple as that. Close above $44,800, the bearish case scenario is gone, right? It's no longer existing, and we are looking at something else, right? Looking at something very different. I also wanted to show you how the altcoin market really is behaving here, because this is also something that I think holds like all the keys basically to all the altcoins that you are seeing out there. And basically looking at the same structure right here, you can see that yes, we were rejected right at that 702 Fibonacci adjustment level there. But what we want to see to avoid this bearish case scenario and to confirm that this was the bottom, right, it was just a back test, which I'm going to show you here on a weekly time frame. We want to see a break in the close above 0.786 Fibonacci adjustment level. That will be something like 796 billion thereabout for the altcoin market, right? This is the total market cap of altcoins, excluding Bitcoin, obviously. So this is the condition that you need to see, and I really hope I'm clear about that. My side is that I think we have got more room to continue to the downside. So here, this is the altcoin market, and you can see that this is the market cap of altcoins, like on a weekly time frame, and we are looking fantastic. Another work of accumulation pattern here. It looks like we are just back testing it. The question here is, was this enough, right? Honestly, I don't think this was enough, because usually what happens when you have got weeks like this here, you kind of calm down a little bit, right? You may have a green one, maybe next week will be green, but then the week after that, usually you just have to come and fill in this gap, right? And this is just usually what has happened before, and I still think we can maintain our bullish case scenario, although things can get bearish in the immediate short term right here. Look at this point, for example. This is the altcoin market back then. In 2020, we were just beginning this bull market right there. So this is the same setup that we have. Back test, fantastic. We may even see the price going super high. But again, I still expect these, weeks to be filled in. You can see something like this happening, right? Expect something like this to happen. I've just moved across all the markets and tried to see what happens really with these weeks. Sometimes, yes, they don't do that, but more likely than not, I think we are gonna, feel that week a little bit. And I was just saying that we may see a 20% crash here on ICP, because here on the altcoin market, we are looking at something like, a 6 point something percent, but a 6 point something percent here drop on the altcoin market means something like a 15% drop on your favorite altcoin. That can actually happen, right? In the worst case scenario, though, we are looking at something like 11%. That's why, to be on the safe side, I'm just saying, what, we can see a 20% drop here on the ICP prices. So I hope everything is really clear there. I think we still have got room to go to the downside. Should I be wrong? The conditions you already know, right? So obviously, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'm going to see you on the very next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye.